So my project focuses on the percentage of COVID-19 vaccines that have been given to Tennessean residents, specifically in four urban counties, those being Shelby County, Dixon County, Knox County, and Hamilton County, and four rural counties, those being Van Buren County, Perry County, Polk County, and Stewart County. And the goal of the project was to find whether or not there was a discrepancy between these urban counties versus these rural counties. And to realize what the answer to that question or to my hypothesis was, first I compared the averages of the percent of the vaccinated residents in both urban counties as well as the rural counties. And I then found the t statistic and the p-value, which would really be a very important part to deciding whether or not there was a discrepancy or not. And when I found the p-value, I realized that the data was not too significant. So there was no discrepancy that I found. And this was because of the low p-value. So that was very interesting to finally see that because of that, there was no discrepancy, despite there being such a difference, a small difference between the averages of urban counties being vaccinated versus the average of percentage of rural counties being vaccinated. In this project, it gave me some insight as to what the data means specifically for coronavirus vaccinations in Tennessee. And also, it taught me how to interpret data on a much deeper level because of the pandemic. Um, and it gave me that this real world implication. It was nice to know what the data means instead of it just being numbers, how people are really affected by this and how um, it really impacts people's lives. And it was just interesting to also see that as I gradually checked the number of COVID vaccinations, the number did increase as I did so. So, despite this uh, study being carried out using 1 day of data, I saw that there were also days where the numbers increased, the percentages did, and I thought that that was very nice to know and see. So that was something I enjoyed seeing that people were getting the vaccine, thus allowing more immunity. And also, despite this, there were some challenges, and uh, those were calculating the t statistic and the p-value for certain data. At times, I got a little confused as to what the data actually meant or how to interpret them, but I thought and reasoned that it's likely due to the fact that more urban areas are more centralized, so there are more people who can get vaccinated easily, whereas in rural areas it's less central, so it's harder for people to receive those vaccinations. And interpreting what that meant for the data was a little bit of a challenge, but once thought about it deeply as to why these um, two data values might be different, that really helped me to understand just what the real world implications could be and how the two values are different and why they're different. So yeah, it was very interesting to see just to make this real world implication or this interpretation. And it was very nice to learn more about what needs to be done in the future as well regarding the vaccine. So that was nice.